Europe has a broadening problem. Right now, culture often sits in the backseat of EU priorities. It is seen as a soft policy area and frequently receives less attention and funding than economics, energy, or security, which are all very important things. But in times of rising nationalism and us versus them politics, cultural connection becomes one of the strongest tools Europe has to hold people together. And leaving it aside might not be the best strategy. Today on Policy, we're covering How Can We Fall in Love with Europe Again by journalist Vanelin Dobrev. We're unpacking why the EU might be speaking to our heads, but missing our hearts. The article starts with a simple but powerful idea. Europe cannot live on policy alone. We often hear EU debates framed around trade, regulations, budgets, or the single market. Important? Yes. But inspiring? Not really. As the piece puts it, you cannot fall in love with a regulatory directive. Instead, Dobrev argues that what truly connects Europe is its culture, music, food, stories, traditions. Because culture does something politics often cannot. It builds curiosity, empathy, and it makes the other side feel a lot less distant. The article calls for seeing Europe not just as an institution, but as a state of mind. And that, the author suggests, would be a vital strategy for holding a democratic, fair, and sustainable society together. Why? Well, when people feel connected culturally, they are more likely to feel invested in the European Union. Not as a cold institutional construct, but as a living, diverse community of people. They are more likely to care about it and want to defend it, along with all the values and ideas it brings. The article ends with a very practical message. Strengthening Europe is not only the job of policymakers. It can start small with us, like trying a tradition from another country, learning a few words in a neighbor's language, or sharing music across borders. In Dobrev's words, Europe's unity does not begin in Brussels. It begins in the moments that make us feel connected.